Howdy y'all, this is Twitchonium here, coming at y'all with another Neon Dynasty quick draft today. Let's go ahead and crack open these packs and see what we open up. Alright, Biting Palm Ninja, huh? Menace counter. Seems pretty solid. Not like crazy bomb rare, but definitely good. Let's see, what else do we have there? Silver Fur Master for that same kind of ninjutsu deck. Toshiro is pretty good too. That said, I have a soft spot for the enchantment archetype, and Generous Visitor is an excellent part of that archetype. It's tough. If we're gonna go the ninja route, definitely taking the ninja over the master there. But is the ninjutsu strategy strong enough to take it over the cheaper, potentially more explosive enchantment card? I think I'm going to go enchantment. There's also Twisted Embrace to consider. Just a nice removal spell. But I'm going to go ahead and take the enchantment synergy piece here. Might regret it if we end up, ending in the ninja archetype, but I definitely have been wanting to try and do the green-white route. This seems okay, just nothing crazy. Board wipe, mana fixing. I'm probably just taking the Spirited Companion here, though, I'm thinking. It's either that or another Twisted Embrace. Just the better cards in the pack. Virus Beetle's a nice 2-drop. But yeah, I think I'm okay taking the Companion here. Nice follow-up to our Generous Visitor. Here, there's some red options. Another Silver Fur Master, pretty nice this late. Most of the white looks like it's going to be more samurai stuff than enchantment stuff, but we could take like the Sunblade Samurai just as a way to get a land if we need it. Otherwise, it's a enchantment creature. But for the enchantment strategies, I think I like the Kami or the Preserver better. And I think I like the Kami more. Just having access to bouncing an enchantment is a pretty nice thing to have. And now, Kami's Flare probably or the Dragon Spark Reactor are the strongest things in the pack. If you can build around the reactor, it's definitely a nice one. We don't have the artifacts for it here yet, which makes me think if we are going to take a off-color card, which none of this stuff is exciting for us anyways, I'd rather just have the removal spell if we do end up in red. Well, Oni Cult Anvil, another good artifact synergy piece there. Could have been in a pretty sweet red-black artifact deck, I imagine. Nothing for white-green at all, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I will take the Oni Cold Anvil. Maybe we do transition that direction here. Of course, now there's Wanderer's Intervention, which I'm pretty happy about if we do end up in white. None of the black and red stuff is all that exciting. This seems pretty sweet in an enchantment deck, being able to recast enchantments from the graveyard. Safekeeping is always a nice little trick as well. But I think I'm good to stick with what we're working with already. Now we have a 2-drop enchantment creature. I'm pretty high on that. We could also take a second intervention. Commune with Spirits would also be fine in an enchantment deck, just kind of lets you draw a card essentially, but I think I'd rather have a solid 2-drop here. Now we can take the Story Weave. Would definitely like to get some sagas with that, but that's pretty good. Could also do the Bearer of Memory. It's pretty scary late game, just not that exciting on turn 3. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Story Weave, at least access to it. We can probably pick up a Bearer if we end up wanting one. I suppose we could do Favor of Jukai. It's kind of just like a combat trick more than anything. But is also a enchantment for those synergies. Yeah, this one I think fine. Probably don't want to play it, but if we have to. Take the Kami if we do end up in this red deck next pack. Alright, well. We could definitely pivot one of our colors into, holy cow, 3 Kamis. Into a red artifact archetype, but we'll see. Thundering Raiju, pretty cool card. If we did end up in red, that would be awesome. It's not an artifact, of course, but still good. I think here I'm just happy to snag a Boseiju. This thing ramps you, and then just turns into a huge beater. Holds off the flyers on the enemy side pretty well, too. Well, now we've got 2 options here. This seems like it's going to be too slow. Would be awesome to get like every card back from our graveyard, but I think we were probably on the boon here instead. The fact that you can untap it as well is a nice little interaction that people don't expect that often, especially since it's uncommon. And now probably Intercessor's Arrest. I'd love another Norika, but just gonna have to take the good white removal when we see it here. Interesting. Now we've got a number of options here. What does this one do? Gain 2 life. Okay, so we'd need dragons to make that work, but Azusa's Many Journeys is always great. Helps your ramp, keeps you in the game with some life gain, and then flips over and turns into a 3/3 that can get you a lot of mana, potentially. Kappa Tech Wrecker is also pretty great. It's a tough call between these two. I think our deck is definitely more on the Azusa plan, but I would definitely run a Tech Wrecker if we end up wheeling it or something here. Oh, well, now we'll probably take the Tanuki. Although, Seshiro is another option. I think I'd rather have the first copy of the Tanuki, though. We don't have any kind of big late game plays quite yet, and that's pretty much the one we want. I guess we take the enchantment creature. Probably Rebuke over... Oh, we could take... I don't think we could take anything over a second Generous Visitor, though. 2 of those, with enough enchantments in the deck, can just go crazy. I don't think we need another combat trick, so it's probably one of these, and if we're going to go one of these, I'm probably on Befriending the Moths over the Samurai. Yep. Season of Renewal, definitely a card we'll play, being able to get back a creature and an enchantment. We might play this one, but probably not. I guess I'd rather actually have the Papercraft Decoy in case we need the 2-drops and we don't get there on those. Same thing here. Don't want to play this combat trick. I guess we'll take this 2-drop. It's not an enchantment, though, which I'm really not a fan of. Yeah, I'm just going to take the rare. Looks like that's going to be it from this pack, though. See if we can't open something splashy to end it off here. Well, not for our deck, but we have played a lot of red-white, so that would have been cool in one of those. Really just not a lot of anything for us here. Era of Enlightenment, I guess, we could play as another 2-drop. Not a very exciting one, though. Imperial Oath is a fine top-end play, but I don't think that's necessarily what we're going for. Could just take a safekeeping, or Circuit Mender even. Although, again, it not being an enchantment is a pretty big downside. Guess I'll just take this Era as a 2-drop that can proc our visitors on turn 2. Well, this one unfortunately not going to be great. Like, the only thing it can go find is a generous visitor for us. Bit unfortunate. No white cards at all in this pack. Just bad luck overall with this one, sadly. Probably take a Commune with the Spirits just to go find a card if we need it. Ooh, a 3rd generous visitor, though. I'm definitely happy to see that. Bamboo Grove Archer is fine. Just another enchantment creature 2-drop. This is actually an interesting choice now. Could take another Azusa's Many Journeys, which would be great. But with the Sky Turtle and the Season of Renewal, we can just kind of get back each other, even though we're not probably playing blue. We can still just cast the return side of it. And maybe we could run enough, run something to be able to play it. What does our 2-drop situation look like? I guess we really could use another 2-drop, actually. I'd really like to try and splash the turtle, but I don't think we're supposed to in this deck. And probably take another Moths over the 1-drop. And this time I'll take Fade into Antiquity. There's definitely enough artifacts and enchantments to main deck this in this format. I think I'll go ahead and take a Network Terminal just in case we do wheel that turtle. But it's looking like this is probably going to be it here. Definitely think we could have had a pretty good black-red deck going on in this draft, but 3 of the little dude, I forget what it's called now, the little guy that gives +1/+1 to stuff, seems pretty strong with how many enchantments we have in this deck. Yeah, 14. Generous visitors. So we need to cut 4 cards. Definitely don't want to cut really anything that says enchantment on it. Kami I will still keep because it lets us bounce our sagas to get some extra value out of those. I could definitely see cutting that. Combat Trick. I could see cutting this. Story Weave could be pretty nice. We do have a ton. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sagas that we could use the second part on. Otherwise, we can still just put 2 counters on a thing. Seems fine. I do think we can cut a land, actually, since we are running pretty low. Like, this Tanuki's going to be a 3-mana play a lot of the time anyways. And by the time we do get to where we'd want to cast it, we have like 2 Azusas to go help us ramp. We have the Boseju's going to go find us cards to ramp, We should be okay there. And then probably a Commune with Spirits. I don't think we need 2 of those. And that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops, which is where I like to be. 3 1-drops, and then a slew of recursion, combat tricks, removal, and interaction. Yeah. Although a lot of this is not enchantment based. I wonder if I should actually be running the careful cultivation and the, where's the other one? The Jukai here. It's just even with the enchantment synergies for the visitors, it feels rough running super subpar stuff like that. I guess this one's alright, and we're kind of low on 3-drops, so I could see running that over one of the combat tricks. Or actually even over the commune. I don't really think we need the commune. Do we want to run the 4-drop though? That's a question. I don't think we do. This one definitely seems worse. This one we can at least use for ramp. Although, I guess this one just makes a creature a 1/1. It doesn't actually give the thing +1/+3, whereas this one actually can be channeled as the combat trick side. That's tough. I think we'll just leave it like this for now. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll see y'all in the first round. Welcome to round 1, y'all. We are on the draw with a little bit of a slower hand here. 4 lands, but we have some interaction and a 2-drop. Kind of a slow burn 2-drop, but it has Scry 2 on it, so we can at least make sure we don't scry into more lands. I think we're going to keep and give it a go. Well, now I think I might just drop the guy who attacks really well by himself. A little sad we didn't draw one of our 3 little 1-drop guys this round, but that's okay. Not going to happen every time. Opponent going wide quickly here. Not sure what the play is here. I think we for sure attack with him. And maybe we'll just play this to make sure we keep hitting our drops right. Next turn, what are we going to be doing next turn? I don't think I really want either of these. Probably going to be removing stuff next turn. And the 2 life kind of makes the attack they're going to make this turn a little worse. Or not hurt as much, I should say. Because they're going to do 6 here, I'm guessing. Alright, well that's a pretty good draw. So we can play Azusa first. Play an additional land. Swing in. And still kill one of their guys. And Azusa also gains us life to help win this race. Ooh, now that's actually the one we're going to have to hold our removal for, unfortunately. Can't kill that one with the fade. Well, that's a good draw. Not necessarily great on this board state, but still nice. Go ahead and swing. If they block, we will use the intervention. This guy's super annoying. Hope they don't have a counterspell. Excellent. Really need another green source here. So now I think we'll go ahead and exile the thing. And swing with the one we can. If they want to trade off finally, that's alright. Yeah, they'll get to draw a card. That's alright. Now any enchantments we hit, though, are just excellent drops for the Generous Visitor. So we can keep stacking counters, probably on the 3/3. Although this one does have first strike, so that's worth considering. Oh, that's bad. We really want this down first before we do this. But that's okay. So this will give us +2/+2. Which means these two are both fine to attack still. Alright. They've definitely got this race currently, but at least with the flyer. Yowza! That's a mythic. What does this Tezzeret do? Oh, draw 2, discard 1 is pretty sweet. Their -2 also seems really annoying. Oh, there we go. Alright, so they're gonna make one of these guys a 4/4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I think we're still fine here for now. If they do try to swing all in, we have a good crackback. Hopefully they just use this to draw again. Awesome. Although that -6 is going to be pretty brutal here. Alright, that's annoying. Would love our Kami that lets us bounce a enchantment now. That would be really sweet. Unfortunately didn't get it. Yep. I mean, they're going to get lots of card draw. They're going to ult and keep getting even more card draw, which is fine. But at this point, I mean, I can't afford to swing at Tezzeret. Need to be swinging at their face. Who knows? Maybe they'll deck themselves at this point, at this rate. Removal, yep, of course, of course. What do we actually have in the graveyard here? So, creature enchantment. Still, definitely going to be the play. I think we have to swing with our little visitor this turn. We need to just make sure they trade off as much as humanly possible here. Because they're going to hit us for 4 minimum in the air this next turn. Oh no, our Boseiju has a reach. Because it's awesome. Now we just need to hope they don't have removal for that. Of course, with how much they're drawing, they're extremely likely to have found an answer. Well, or they're just going to be getting big creatures here. I think we swing with all of them actually except this guy. Yep. Now they've got this turn to try and draw into something. Alright. Oh, man. That's rough. And now we can't attack still. Super rough. Put some counters on there. They get to make a bigger guy, yeah. So if they draw removal for our Exemplar, we just are dead here. They're down to 7 cards. Did they draw it? Alright, so now we just need to draw removal. Alright, so we can swing like this. They have to block. And then we channel this on our turn, or on their turn, to make a 1/1 chump blocker. And hope they don't have a creature. Well, we'll see how they do this here. Can he turn this into a creature for the turn already? If so, then we're just dead. Yep, we're just dead. We can block one and then take exactly lethal. Rough. Well, considering they played a bomb mythic that drew them like 50 cards or whatever, I feel like we held in there pretty well in that game. We were one hit away from killing them for like 5 turns, it felt like, so feel pretty good about that quality of our deck. Just couldn't get around that crazy mythic. But I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome back for round 2. We are on the draw yet again, and a decent little starting hand here. Got a 2-drop, some early interaction, a nice 4-drop, another nice 4-drop. Now I'm going to play this guy first, since we don't have a 3-drop anyways to play next turn, and we weren't going to be blocking this even if we played the Exemplar. That's fine. What does this guy do? Make a treasure, sure. Ooh, well, now we get double proc, which is even sweeter. Let's just make both of these guys bigger. And now we don't mind trading off our Exemplar into their Thief or anything else, really, because we're just going to try and keep hitting... Oh, I guess we only have one enchantment in hand. That's a little awkward. But definitely want to draw a land there for that one. Excellent. Yep, they're one short of being able to crew this guy, which is nice. Next turn we can... well, at least the triggered ability still procs. Ooh. Yeah, well, I want both of those. This is... one shy of lethal, I think? Feel pretty good now. Now our flyer is just lethal. Yeah, and that's going to go ahead and do it. Nice quick round showing off the power of these little one drops. That's why I love them so much. Just they get out of hand really quickly. But I'll see y'all in round 3. Welcome back to round number 3. We are on the draw again with sadly this hand I don't know if I can keep it or not. I mean, I guess we do have two drops we can play, one of which is going to draw us another card, and since we're on the draw, I guess we will go ahead and keep it. Really, really would love to draw a forest on the... Yep. Unfortunate. I think I'll probably start with the companion, though. See if we can't hit that green source. Opponent doing the same thing. Aha, well. Now we'll get the visitor down first, because then we can make use of both of these. I just gotta hope they don't remove our visitor right away here. Definitely not blocking here yet. Yeah, we'll start with the dog. Get another draw. Hey, there's our land. Awesome. Next turn we can go Exemplar, attack, combat trick. Alright, that's a little annoying. Alright. Our boon is going to be pretty sweet here because it will... well, now it's going to be a 2. I guess it'll be 2 for 2. But it'll untap something if we need it to, so if they tap our guy down... Yikes, now we just can't do it. That's a nasty, nasty card there. Now, since we are just chumping anyways, I think we'll just chump with this one. This thing is still going to be a problem. We're going to take 8, only dealing 5. I think we swing first. Even before we potentially put counters on stuff. Okay. And now we do just go ahead and exile the thing so that their guys aren't huge. I mean, we're still going to take 6. These are doing more work than I would have expected. Although I guess they won't get the trigger if they swing with everything. Man, more tappers. Mono white tap deck. Man, really would love to be able to double spell some of these things. Looks like they have interaction of some sort, potentially. Or maybe it's just the tap. But this doesn't have haste. Now comes the removal. Of course. Not looking good for this one. They'll tap our guy down, hit us for 6 again. Guessing combat trick, if this is the case. Yep. This was the wrong decision. This thing can still tap. Yeah. I don't know why I thought this said it couldn't activate activated abilities. It's crew vehicles. Oh no, it is activated abilities. They just can only do it beforehand. That's fine. We're still dead either way. Pretty sure. Yeah, let's just take it and see. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. We're gonna hit them for 9 here, I believe. I guess, actually. I think we have to do no attacks and then play it this way. Because now we can still chump block with 1, even if they tap 2 down. And we're not completely dead. Yeah. So I think we take it. Swing with 1. keep on doing the same thing. If they draw into any kind of interaction, we're just toast. All right. Alright, I think that actually works out okay for us here. So we swing like this, they have to block both because otherwise they die. Woo! That was a close one. Managed to scrape it out there, but that was really not the best showing there. So glad we managed to pull through in the end, though. I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome back for round number 4. We are once again on the draw. Haven't had a play yet, but I think we'll go ahead and keep this. It's not very fast. We just have the one permanent to play, but I think it'll be alright, especially on the draw. Ooh. Our little generous visitor is an excellent 1-drop instead, though. Now we can actually get some extra value out of our Era of Enlightenment. Hopefully don't instantly have a removal for it here. Them not playing anything doesn't bode super well. But we get to scry 2. We want this guy. Actually, I really want both of these, but we do need to hit our lands, so we'll just keep the 1 greedy card. Although we don't have any actual enchantments to go with him quite yet, but that's okay. Go ahead and get 1 down. Swing with this one. If they want to double block, we'll kill something. Alright, swing. Ooh, Goshen Tai. Definitely a better target for our intervention. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and swing in here. See how they want to play it here. Alright, we'll go ahead and just put counters on this time. Next turn, swing all and intervention something. And we'll hope that gets through any pump spell they have. Wow, 1 short. That's a little rough. No enchantments in graveyard quite yet, so we'll hold on to the Season of Renewal for now. Alright, they are going all in on their shrine here. Hard to blame them, that's a real nice one. And it's going to be hard to get rid of now that we got out combat tricked. Go ahead and pick this back up and scry again. Get some extra value here. We don't need more lands. I will take a removal spell for their Goshen tie. Unfortunately, I think even though it's a pay ability, I think it's technically a triggered ability because it happens at the beginning of the end step. But we will take what we can get here. Especially since now we can swing both of these and they don't have any good triple blocks. Next turn we'll have our 2/2's double striker back that can attack into all these 1/1s really well. And as long as they're only doing one a turn, I think we'll be alright here. Just keep on swinging. I'm expecting them to keep chump blocking. Yep. We'll just hold up our interaction here. Alright, they're getting back their little 1/1 creator. It's fine. Sure. Can't imagine they're going to use that to attack here, but maybe. Would love to draw our Befriending the Moth so we can get a guy up in the air. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Let's put it on the first strike dude. See if they block all three here. 4, 4, so we could do 7 damage here with this thing. I think we hold off for one more turn. Especially since this can untap a creature, we could surprise them here with something potentially if they try to do something sneaky. Or if they just choose to not block it again next turn, like the same thing they just did here, then we'll just kill them outright. Alright, they are going to go ahead and do all three. Smart choice. We'll just keep hanging on. They'll have their Befriending the Moths this time, which is alright. It's just like a 2/4, I think. Yep. Kodama is very nice, though. Hopefully a little bit too late here, but we'll see. Our Boseiju definitely going to be a scary threat for them here. If they leave anything unblocked, it's just GG. Assuming they can't remove that instantly. Which they might have the deal 4 damage thing. Nope. Just a season of renewal. Awesome. That was a pretty good one. A little scary there for a minute, but we managed to overcome the shrine value. I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome to round 5. We are finally on the play here with a decent looking starting one too. Really would like to hit some early enchantment plays to go along with the visitor, but turn 1 visitor is always nice. Can get a cultivation out on it on turn 3, worst case. Opponent thinking pretty hard here. Hopefully that means they're not liking what they started with. Super cool sleeves here. Well, are they even here? That is the question. Alright, starting with white. Ooh, alright, well, 2 generous visitors to proc on turn 3 is pretty sweet. Hopefully if they play something here it's very low power. Ooh, even better. Sure, they'll gain some life next turn, but I like the spot we're in here. Alright, they kept 1. Split the counters up a little bit there. Swing for 5. They'll gain 2. Next turn we can pump one of these guys by 3 if we don't draw into an enchantment we can play. Alright. Well, now we're going to go ahead and just destroy their arrest, so that we can keep on smashing face. And then this next turn we'll combat trick with their first striker here. Looks like they've got another removal spell. Ha! 2 Ancestors' Arrests, okay. Well, we can still tap this guy for mana, which is nice. Go ahead and put the permanent counters on here first. And now we just need some enchantments, because this triggered ability will still trigger. We can cast spells using the mana from this visitor, even though it's got the arrest on it. So any enchantments +3/+3 to something, which is just nasty. See what the opponent has to play. They've definitely been taking their time here. Alright, another Era of Enlightenment. All the little incidental life gain definitely adds up. It's part of what our deck relies on here. Alright, that's excellent. Don't have an extra land to play, but that's quite okay. I think this is just GG. Crazy little 1-drops that can turn into 4/4s on round 4. But that's going to do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome back for round number 6. We are on the play here with a pretty sweet starting hand. A visitor into a 2-drop enchantment, into a 3-drop enchantment, into a 4-drop that can pick one of those up. I like it. Just need to hope they can't immediately deal with the visitor. Or we could just draw a second visitor. That's always a sweet play too. get that enchantment going. Ooh, another visitor. And we already have the land. This will be our 4th land. Yeah, I like this order. Alright, game 2, so we can still play this guy. We can still attack with this guy. And we have an intervention to deal with something if we need to. Now we hope they ramp into something here. Yeah, not quite. But still a fine target for our arrest. Keep it from using its activated ability. Let's do this one. And then over this guy. A little less damage this turn, but I think I'd rather have the first striker with extra counter on it. Although, that was a silly play, actually. Because I'm going to pick that up with the Kami potentially next turn anyways. Although, if that makes this a target for their interaction, I'm okay with that instead of them messing with our visitors. Interesting. I think we'll just swing all here and see what they do. Sure. Kill a visitor. Seems fine. Are they going to use 2 spells on 1 visitor here? They're sure thinking about it. I think I'd rather get their thing removed with ours. If they have a second pump spell, that's fine. Definitely not the best for us there, but we have plenty of ways to interact with our graveyard and get stuff back. Definitely behind in the card advantage side of things, though. Alright, some life gain, 2 lands. Really going to need to draw into some of our more impactful plays here. Or just, I guess, any enchantments while we still have a visitor out. Yep, that's no bueno. Gonna go ahead and play the land, because we do have the Boseiju card that cares about how many lands we have on the battlefield. But not looking super great here. Vigilance, huh? Yep. Just need some interaction and no more lands. Oh, that's something at least. Just put the counters on now and not attack. Keep it up on blocks for this thing. Alright, they just want to do the trade. It's fine, it's still a 2-for-1 on our end. But yeah, we just really need to draw into something. Okay, that's a good one. Creature, enchantment. Go ahead and lock down that land creature thing. And we're still not looking great, but this is definitely better. Now any enchantments we draw are going to be +2 counters on stuff. But they still have some pretty good attacks here. If they want to spend their whole turn untapping this guy, I'm pretty okay with that. But that does mean they essentially have 3 damage for free every turn. Well, not for free, they have to pay for it, but yikes, that's a scary one too. And we drew nothing, so that's real bad. This is going to give everything a +1 counter next turn, or potentially even this turn. I think we have to kill one of these this round. As unfortunate as that is, and I think it actually has to be this one. If this is a combat trick, we're pretty much just toast. Which I'm guessing it is. Yeah. Of course. Let's see what we draw. Okay, well, we just drew a land. Unfortunate. Definitely could have had a shot in that game if we had just drawn into some more plays instead of lands there, but somehow that's how the cookie crumbles. But I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome back to game number 7, I think it is. 4 and 2, yeah. So we are on the play this time with a pretty decent starting hand. Definitely would love some more enchantments to go with our generous visitor here, but can't complain. We have a safekeeping to keep him alive until we do start hitting enchantments. This lets us replay enchantments, which having this one definitely makes me want to consider channeling this card instead of on turn 2 instead of playing it turn 3, but we'll see. Might still want to do it just to hit the visitor proc. Our opponent with the pretty cool Transformer skins here, or card backs. Definitely not annoying at all that every single card does that. That soundbite does take me back to my childhood, though. Get the visitor down. Ooh, well, we'll definitely play that now instead. Get a counter. Get to play an extra land. Ooh, that's the piece I would love to have in this deck. See if they want to trade. They do not. Understandable. And we still have a safekeeping for our blocker here if they do try to attack in. This thing can get real scary, especially just the fact that it has lifelink, not even the fact that it makes your enchantments cost less. That thing is extremely strong if you can get some increase its power in any way. Alright, they've got a 4/5. That's a thing. Okay, so we channel this first. Swing with just this guy. See if they block. Awesome. Then we'll go ahead and I think we want to put the +3 in reach. I think it needs to be on this one. Put the counter on the actual visitor, just spread our threats around a little bit here. Since, oh, this can tap for mana, can't it? It can, but I don't think it can do it yet. So we are still vulnerable this turn. Well, now we're okay, because we know what they're using their mana on. Ooh, and they tapped the forest for, they tapped it for mana there, so it's not up on the blocks. Alright, they're down to 7. They do still have the lifelinking 2/2 up. That's fine. Hope they use it for mana again this turn. Get the attack in first so they get that little extra value out. No. Just gonna make a 1/1. Cool. Alright, we'll definitely play that. Put a counter onto this guy. Scry 2, lands go to the bottom. I think I'm okay with an enchantment creature that puts counters on, along with the visitor. We'll go ahead and swing 3. Combat trick if they block stuff. Well, I guess combat trick whatever they block with the forest, more like. Alright, got through a little more damage. We just, I mean, a Befriending the Moths would be excellent after this Preserver comes out. Give us the flying. Be all we really need to jump over here. But if they swing with the Naturalist, I am going to trade my 3/2 off with it. Just get that lifelink off the board. Yep, they're going to keep getting their Vigilant dude in. Alright, Samurai. I guess technically I could cycle this or channel this and play it using this to tap for mana. That would make this a 4/3 though, which would be a bad attack for it. So yeah, I think we just play it. 5/6 here. Let's just get all the 5-powered things we can, I suppose. No attacks quite yet, though. They've got more chump blockers. Plus the lifelink, and I don't want to swing in here just quite yet. Oh, I guess this can tap for mana too. I need to keep that in mind. But now we really just need to draw into a flyer. Or some removal. Well, that's what we were looking for right there. We'll go ahead and give it to this guy. That way if they do try to remove it, I don't care. Moment of truth. They could very well have the instant speed thing. But that's not it. Oh, that does give them 2 life, though, rats. Well, they've got 1 more turn, because we get flying again next turn here. They have 2/2 they can get lifelink with here, but that's about it. Alright, well, we will first strike. Now that'll get buffed up. Block here, block here. Now let's block like this and this, and that's fine. Yep, they're at 4. And then dead. At least I hope they're dead. Guess this could be some sort of ridiculous bomb rare that we just can't do anything about. All right. Now that would have been a sweet play with their lifelink dude earlier, because I would have saved them. I don't know if they know that the damage from that kind of effect counts as towards like death touch and lifelink and all, but I'm glad they didn't know, because now we are headed on to round number, what are we on, 8? 6 and 2? No, 5 and 2, yeah. So round 8. I'll see y'all there. Welcome back to game number 8. We're on the draw this time with an okay starting hand. I normally wouldn't keep this, but we're both on the draw, and we have the companion turn 2 to draw another card for another shot at a land, so I think we'll be alright. Plus we have the Tanuki worst case scenario. But it's alright, we hit our land anyways. Now we can start off with like a Exemplar. Or maybe we still just do a companion here now that they did that. No, I think I still like the Exemplar. If they want to swing in for 1, we could potentially swing back for 3. Trade up into whatever their 3-drop is here, assuming they play 1. Well, now I'll just trade off. That's fine. Lose a little of the value from their thing there. Alright, so now we can get another land to make sure we hit our land, or just play a companion. I think I just like playing the companion. See if we can hit the land this way. Nope, but we do have something we can still play at least. And we have another archer next turn, worst case scenario. Thankfully we hit our land, and we'll go ahead and do the same play they just did. See if they have a pump spell here. Or just that. Well, we are going to lose this round and the end of our draft, because the Wandering Emperor is a busted rare. Or mythic, not even just rare. I think we have 0 things that can deal with that in this deck. We can remove our stuff.
Big mistake.
I should have done this first. I'm just all out of sorts now that they've done this. The fact that this is 4 mana too, it just seems really low costed for what you get. Instant speed, combat trick, removal, or creature on a planeswalker body. Nasty. It's like those are the 3 things. I guess if it drew cards, then it would be the perfect planeswalker. Yowza.
Remember your training.
Yep, there's a smack for 8.
on.
And she'll exile... oh, it's got to be a tapped creature. That's something at least. We have no way to overcome this, though. Sad way to end a draft, but at least if you're going to go down, you're going to go down to a bomb mythic. And to be fair, 2 of our 3 losses came at the hands of a mythic planeswalker that just completely dominates games. And with the Tezzeret, we managed to survive for quite a while against him too, while they were drawing 2 cards a turn or more. So I feel pretty good about how this deck did. Definitely think it could have gone the distance had we come up against a different deck match. But overall, very happy with the little enchantment guys. Generous Visitors, just so strong. One of, if not my favorite card in the entire format. I'm a pretty big enchantment synergy fan outside of auras, because auras are bad. But sagas and enchantment creatures, heck yeah. So, super fun little deck. Would have liked the 2-drop that makes your enchantments cost 1 less and has lifelink. That guy's one of the key pieces we were missing, but otherwise, most of the spots that you need, we had them all filled out. But I appreciate y'all coming along on this draft ride with me today, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.